Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a while. I'm sorry I have been quiet and distant. Um, it has been one chaotic year. It has been one chaotic year, and it. I don't even know where to start. Like, this year has been like so draining, and I just I feel like I'm losing my mind a little. I've just been I don't even know what's going on. I feel like especially in the last 2 months, it has been chaotic, like full blown. My mental health hasn't been great. Um, I I have been all over the place, and I just wanted to come out here and just say, like, for anyone out there, I hope you're having a good year. Anyone out there struggling this year, know that you're not alone. That I'm struggling too, and we're all struggling, and we're all in this together. Anybody that's had a hard year. This year has been just really chaotic, and it's one of the hardest years of this decade, definitely. I don't know if it's the hardest year I've ever had in my entire life, but probably of this decade. Um, and it's just been like, I don't know, I just haven't had time to sit down and do a YouTube video because, I'm out doing other stuff, or I'm out doing these things, or I'm out, 1 minute I'm doing this, 1 minute I'm doing that. I'm just, yeah, and it's been a disaster. It's just been a disaster, and I'm finding it really hard to yeah, find it really hard um, to touch back in reality. Um, so yeah, I thought this would be a fresh start, a fresh new perspective, and I hope I can make people understand and know, like, you know, I don't know. I have no idea where this video is going to go. Basically, I'm just going to say, like, all the stuff that's happened. Not quite personal details, but, why have I've been away and gone and haven't been doing any YouTube videos. So yeah, I will let you guys know. Starting with number one, um, my mental health hasn't been really good. Um, I've been through some highs, some lows. I 1 minute I'm overstimulated, next minute I'm too understimulated. Sometimes my brain's like functioning a certain way. I was going through some depression, and I was going through a lot of anxiety. I was going through anxiety when I was still doing my YouTube videos. Um, but yeah, I've had depression, and I've had like anxiety. My ADHD hasn't been 100%, and I've yeah, just everything. I'm trying to get onto a psychiatrist to see if I need a medication review. I'm not sure what I want and what I need, but I definitely need a review, and I need to see someone. But that's my personal life, so I won't get fully into that. Basically, I've been quieter, been like, you know, distance, and yeah, just all that. The stalking situation was also a big thing. I had recently, I don't know if I've told you this, but I had that guy across the street that was kind of, I don't even know if it's classified as stalking, but he basically, I saw him at karaoke one time and he basically said, like, my house, I know where you live, I'll come over and hunt you down. That kind of threw me off and it made me feel a bit like more my social anxiety. And he does actually live across the street. He wasn't actually kidding. He lives across the street. So that wasn't an. I don't know. I don't know. It might have been an empty. I think it might have been an empty threat, and he might have just been drunk. But it really threw me off. He did kind of start acting a little bit stalkish. As you're aware, I have carers, and the guy across the street was very kept hiding behind his car, or like he'd be across the street staring at my window, basically, or would be calling out my like karaoke boy. He doesn't know my name, but like he just says stuff across the street. I haven't seen him in a long time. I think he tried to apologize to me, and I don't know what's going on there, but it, you know, everyone deserves a second chance. I'm just saying, like, what happened. I don't know what's going on there. And yeah, that whole stalking situation. It's not the first time someone stalked me, too. I've had previous stalkings before in the past. So yeah, just a lot of stuff going on with that. And then, yeah, just so I haven't been really good with that. I lost my job. I lost my job and that was really hard. Um, that was like started with my breaking point of trusting people. Um, I'm not going to get too much into detail about what happened with my job. I just will say that there are some people out there that will take advantage of you, and you got to be careful because you never know, you know, what people are capable of, what people's intentions are, because they could be good, but they could be bad. And that's a similar case about why I lost my job. I didn't have any good. There was no. Basically, I got screwed over, and it's it's a really tough situation, especially with someone like me who's got autism and ADHD, who's mildly intellectual, who's neurodivergent, who barely, gets by on a daily basis, who tries his best, but always knocks down a few pegs because of what I've got. I've got PTSD on top of that. So, I've had a lot of like trauma and from my childhood, and now like recently shit has come up, and you know, losing my job was a really hard part of this year. You know, struggling, and I'm struggling as it is going by financially. You know, um, I might have support workers that come in and help me, but like even then, I still struggle on a daily basis. And yeah, so that's been a really tough, and yeah, so yeah, I've only just recently can drive past my old workplace now because of what happened. Like, but it took a while. It took a while to drive past, and yeah, it really just messed me up in the head. Um, yeah, and I just recently um have been screwed over again by the NDIS. Um, Basically, I can't have, you know, I can't have people to, I can't have certain things, and it's been chaotic. Um, and yeah, and I've recently also just trying to work on how to walk in society without getting frustrated or without, lashing out. I've been a bit hard on people, and I've said things that probably shouldn't have said, and I take a full accountability for everything on my part. You know, no one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. You know, no one deserves to go through any type of trauma. You know, but I've I've just got to learn that you know I'm not the only one that has problems. Everyone has problems. Everyone's going through their own stuff. There's people out on the street. There's people that have just lost two parents. There's people that, find out that, you know, that someone shot their child and they won't be able to ever see their child that they created and that they've, you know, built a life on. There's so much worse that I could be going through right now, and I just got to tell myself every morning, life will get a little better. Just because you've had a tough year this year doesn't mean you won't have it. Doesn't mean that won't be better next year. Life might be better next year. So I just got to, keep my head up, keep my chin, up as well, and just you know take it as it is you know and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what I've been going through. And yeah, it's hard, it's really hard, and sometimes it's hard to articulate the fact that it might be just a small type of trauma, but the fact that it's had a full impact on me has really just made me look at different perspectives and made me be very careful about just everything that's been going on. You know, Finding a job. Doing this. Saying the right things in the right tones. You know, I just, I just wish, I just hope that life will will get better from now on. And that this will be a good Christmas or something like that. So yeah, yeah, and yeah, I hope. Yeah, again, I want to apologize for being quiet. For kind of cutting everyone off and not message. I've just needed my own space, and I'm gonna try to make. I'm gonna try to make more content, and I'm gonna try and keep doing what I'm doing on YouTube, keep reacting with my videos. I think I'm gonna still keep doing reaction videos because I enjoy doing them. Um, and yeah, hopefully, maybe by next year, I'm gonna bring out different content and trying to change it up. I need a new laptop, so doing different content, I'll need new laptop, new phone. Um, so yeah, but that is a long process, and I'm very sorry that I keep mentioning it because I keep mentioning it and it doesn't happen, and I struggle as it is. It's not like I got a million subscribers. It's not like I'm Mr. Beast. Wouldn't that be good? But yeah, just yeah, you know, and for everyone, you know, anyone out there struggling, I'm always here to open up. You can always message, you can always message me. I will send my Instagram link in the bottom. I don't always do that, but I'm gonna find a way to do that. I've never done that before. And yeah, you can just message me and I can just talk to you guys, um, or not. You don't have to, and some random person just want to talk to you. Or, and yeah, um, I hope everyone has a good time. Thank you for listening to this YouTube video. I know it's very different. I'm usually reacting or I'm doing something. Majority of the time, I'm reacting or singing because I love singing. But yeah, I hope this video helps a lot. If it doesn't. I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. But I really do hope this video does help someone out there who's struggling. We're all not alone. We're all in this together. We're all human beings. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.